Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Officer Dan and I'm the humble host of the No Coast Drift Party, now in its 14th goddamn year. It's been a crazy ride these last almost 15 years of running drift events, 14 years of running No Coast, and it's done nothing but grow each and every time, and I have all of you guys to thank for that. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for showing all the support, the love, coming to the events even when you're not driving, spreading the word, making this one of the, if not the best grassroots drift event on the planet, I believe. We got people coming from all over. We always try to change things up for the No Coast Drift Party, and then if something works, then we stick with it, such as the dodgeball mosh pit, the bonfire, the bands, etc., etc., etc. So we are going to be adding something absolutely brand new that we've never done at the No Coast Drift Party, and that is going to be BMX. This combines the previous half of my life when I rode BMX in a Pro 3 type category, just like my life now. I got to travel the United States. I was very passionate about it. It was my life. That was everything pre-cars, and that's what I was passionate about. Then I hurt myself too much, had back surgery, could not ride anymore, and entered drifting. So here we are. This year I'm lucky enough to have the resources, know the people, and have companies that support enough to bring some professional riders out that also drive cars and build dirt jumps. We're gonna do a street course. We're gonna have a little pump track. We're gonna have a little table section for people that aren't professional riders. And all of that is because BMX fits very well in with drifting. They're very cross-pollinated sports, if you ask me. And a lot of guys that came from BMX are into drifting, and they kind of still dabble in it. There's a ton of guys that do it. We are bringing in some absolute heaters for this event. I'm stoked to announce that we are bringing in Larry Edgar, and he is a ripper, longtime friend of mine, uses GK Tech parts on most of his cars when he's not trading them or selling them, and he will be out driving his SR powered S13. We have Devin Smiley, the Absolute Tech street god, coming out. He normally drives a 350Z, but we may have him in a rental car from 1010s Motorsports, and that may be a G, but they're pretty much the same thing anyway. So he's going to be out there ripping. On top of that, we're bringing out Eddie and Victor Peraza. Those guys absolutely shred as well. I don't think Victor drives, but Eddie does, so he's going to be bringing a car up from Tucson. So those guys are going to be rounding out our BMX guest list, which is absolutely fantastic and makes my heart happy in all of the right ways. So if you do watch this video and you do want to come out and help, we will be building the dirt jumps and pump track and street course all through the week of No Coast. So if you do want to come out and help dig, if you want to come out and help set up the street course, or if you feel like you've got some stuff laying around, ramps, boxes, grind rails, etc., bring those things out. Let's make it awesome. On top of that, we're hoping to partner up with Goathead BMX, which is a brand new indoor skate park, and the only indoor skate park in New Mexico, up in Santa Fe. Hopefully they can bring out some ramps, some riders, spread the word, get the BMX guys out. It's going to be 3 days, so it's a $50 pass for 3 days to ride all weekend long. You can ride from sunrise to sunset, and on Saturday night we're going to have lights out there for the dirt jumps so that we can listen to metal, ride bikes, and have a bonfire going all at the same time. It's going to be sick. So if you've never been to a No Coast Drift Party as a fan and you ride BMX, this is going to be the one to do. On top of that, if you have a bike that's been collecting dust in your garage forever, just bring it anyway. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a blast, maybe you'll break yourself off. One of the two is going to happen, but it's going to be glorious regardless. To add to all of that, we have James from United Rentals coming in and bringing in a tent for our BMX guys to hang out with, keep cool, sign autographs, etc., etc., etc. They're also giving us the sea containers so that we can have a roll-in for the guys to get a little bit of speed for them sick dirt jumps. So big thanks to United Rentals for doing that. And best of all is GK Tech is sponsoring the entire BMX side. And I cannot thank them enough for getting the guys here, getting a rental car for them, paying for their travel to get out. Could not have done it without those guys. So huge thanks to GK Tech. Obviously, that's part of the thing that I do with my life is GK Tech, so it's nice to have them be involved with No Coast for the first time ever after 14 years of doing this. So super stoked to have that. And on the BMX note side of things, all of the merch that I have this year is somewhat BMX themed, be it 80s, 90s, or 2000s BMX. Something from my past life as a BMX guy is imbued into the artwork that is done for this year. So check out all that stuff. That'll all be only for sale at the No Coast Drift Party, so you do have to come out there to get it. It's pretty sick stuff. I'm very stoked on it. So there's that part of the BMX side as well. So if you do have a bike, just bring it out, put it in your trailer, throw it in the back of your truck. You're gonna have a good time. And on the subject of new things, we tried to do a ladies competition last year on the skid pad, and I absolutely loved it. It was pure, it was exciting, it was fun to announce, it was fun to watch. So I want to do that again. On Sunday, we will be having an all-girls competition. I encourage anybody that's on the fence that knows a girl to jump in. Go to No Coast, compete on Sunday. It's a skid pad event. It's super low pressure, and it is a lot of fun. Last year, I think we had 6 girls come out. I'd like to get that number up to the double digits so that we can actually do a full top 16 for you guys. It's an absolute blast, so spread the word on that. If there's any girls that want to come out, let me know. Even if we hit the 200 car cap, which we will because there's only like 30 spots left at this point, I will let girls in to come do that competition or the whole weekend if they want. So spread the word. Ladies comp, Sunday, No Coast Drift Party 14. It's gonna be sick. As we always do on Saturday night, we'll be having team tandem competition, so that'll be super fun to watch, super fun to announce. Gets the crowd involved. It's a fantastic time. Then immediately after that is my favorite part, which is the metal bands. So once the metal bands come on, and all thanks to Jesus Nunez, I call him the Jesus. He's been organizing all of the metal band acts for the last 14 years. So he has literally attended every single No Coast as a band member of some sort, but he also organizes everything. So thank you for doing all of that all these years. No Coast would absolutely not be the same event if it weren't for you. So thanks, buddy, and I can't wait to see you soon. Got a big hug incoming. We're still gonna have the bonfire. We're still gonna do the dodgeball mosh pit. We are still on for all of that on Saturday night. The big other announcement that I wanted to make is that we are having the return of Mr. Abomoon. That's right, Akinobu Satsukawa is going to be joining us to drive his Z into oblivion at No Coast Drift Party 14. He really wanted to come back, and so Felino and I are making that happen. He will be out ripping all weekend, and it's going to be a fantastic time. So super stoked to have Abo back. He's always an absolute joy to hang out with. We are going to be giving out the style or no style stickers, so feel free on Friday or Saturday night to walk around in the pits with us and make fun of people for their crappy fitment, because Abo will do it in Japanese. And I think that about wraps up all of the new stuff that we have at the No Coast Drift Party 14. It's going to be an absolute banger. I'm super excited. I want to see these guys rip in their cars, on their bikes. I want to listen to metal, and I just want to have a goddamn good time. So once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming out to these events for 14 goddamn years. And I will see you guys at the No Coast Drift Party, presented by 10 Tenths Motorsports, Felino Tires, GK Tech, and United Rentals. We'll see you guys soon. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.